1-1 pitch. A swing and a drive to deep right. Away back. Goal!
Runner goes. Ramirez rips it. Deep right field is Bell. He won't get it. The Indians are back on top. His second two-run homer of the afternoon.
And with that Hemi call, it is time for another episode of the Swing and a Try podcast, part of the Press Play Podcast Network. I'm your host, Mike Voorhees. And on location, from parts unknown, my co-host and good friend, Brent Spillin. B. Spills, man, where are you?
Jose. Sorry, that was probably terrible once again. Hey, Mike, I am down south right now. A little bit of family vacay.
Nice.
I know you just got back yourself.
Yep,
so,
I did.
Yes, I'm in the mountains of Tennessee.
Sweet. Future home of the tribe. Just kidding.
Oh,
just
that's not even
kidding.
Funny. That is not even funny to start off this show.
Just kidding.
Goodness.
Just kidding. Well, I appreciate you taking the time. We'll keep this short and sweet to the point so you can get back to that beautiful family of yours. So the Indians have played some baseball, Brent. Did you know that?
Yes, I did. I've been paying attention. I can't really watch anything down here, but at first I wasn't excited following what was going on, to be honest with you.
No. And we'll just jump right into it. So the Indians played their home opener on April Fool's Day, and it was quite the April Fool's joke. The game was played in blizzard-like conditions, wind and snow, and we lost the opener to the Tigers 3-2. Shane Bieber struck out 12 in the loss, gave up 3 runs, 5 hits. I mean, he didn't pitch bad. If it wasn't for Roberto Perez hitting a 2-run homer in the 9th, it would have looked much worse.
Before I even get into this game, Mike, can I ask something?
Sure.
I think we talk about this every year, but why does Major League Baseball keep starting the season with all these teams who are in cold weather cities? Why do they start in other cold weather cities or their own home park? I don't get it.
I ask myself this every year. Why don't the East, like the cold weather teams, open up in warmer states? Or here's a thought: delay the start of the season until May when the weather starts to break. Just a thought.
I don't know. I think they could easily manipulate the schedule to put them in warmer cities. But hey, I'm not going to get into that. I just wanted to say that real quick.
I know.
The
Indians take the loss game 1. So we bounce back after it on off day. We lose game 2 to the Tigers, 5-2. Zach Plesac, though, didn't look bad. 6 innings, 6 hits, 2 runs, 2 walks, 4 Ks. Eddie Rosario hits his first home run with the Tribe. He added a sac fly as well. The big news for me, though, was Nick Whitgren goes 2/3 of an inning, 3 hits, 3 runs, and 2 walks. That game was close, and then Whitgren came in and kind of gave it away.
Yeah, you see how I talk about spring training, Mike? Remember, I've talked about it. Here's a prime example. Whitgren was lighting it up in spring. Granted, this is his first appearance, so I'm not going to harp on him. But he did poorly. And then remember, Plesac was getting lit up in the spring.
And
he comes out and he pitched out a quality start.
Yeah. So a correction to our fans. It was brought to our attention that when we just use the name Rosario, there's actually 2 that play for the Indians: outfielder, former Minnesota Twin Eddie Rosario, and shortstop/center fielder Ahmed Rosario. So we will do a much better job at differentiating between the 2.
Yeah, we apologize for that.
That's my fault.
Last episode, I think we had a little longer episode, and we just kept saying Rosario here, Rosario there, and we never clarified which one we were talking about.
It's our bad. It's on us. So the Indians start the season 0-2. B-Spills, not looking pretty, but game 3 comes and we win 9-3. Aaron Savali, 7 innings, 2 hits, 3 runs, 3 walks, 2. He gave up 2 home runs, but he struck out 6. He gets the win. The Indians offense comes to life with Jordan Luplow, Franmil Reyes, and backup catcher Austin Hedges all having home runs. Yu Chang helped out with a 2 RBI double, and Eddie Rosario adds 2 more RBIs. This is the team I want to see.
I know.
9 runs.
I know. Didn't most of these runs come late too?
They did. The team it didn't look good. That's the thing. Let's see. Most of the runs, let's see. I'm pulling it up right now here on my phone. So yes, after 5 innings, it was 3-1 Detroit. We scored 1 run in the 6th, 4 in the 7th, 2 in the 8th, and 1 in the 9th to close the door. So yeah, this is the offense I want to see. This was good.
Absolutely.
They get ready for the home opener. We're thinking, hey, they're on cloud 9.
Yep.
And then we chuck up the goose egg. We lose 3-0. Logan Allen, he becomes the first Indians left-hander to start a game in over 400 days.
That's a long time.
That's a long time since the Indians had that. Shout out to Mandy Bell. She had posted that. I did not know that it had been that long since the Indians had a left-hander start. He wasn't awful. 5 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs, 2 walks, 3 Ks. He did give up a home run. But what I laughed at is he's cruising along, and then all of a sudden Tito pulls him and puts in Tristan McKenzie. Yes, Captain Stringbean, Tristan McKenzie. Starting pitcher, since he's not going to get a start, the team wanted to keep him loose and keep him throwing. He goes 3 2/3 innings, 2 hits, 1 run, 4 walks, struck out 5.
I'm not
mediocre start.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, he just gave up that 1 run. The walks obviously need to come down. But hey, Logan Allen pitched great. Okay, maybe not great. He pitched well. So it's not technically a quality start, but still 5 innings, 2 runs. I mean, you get this offense, which we'll probably be talking about. Hopefully we're not talking about it too much throughout the season. No. But, I mean, he did everything you can. And McKenzie, he only gave up 3 runs, and you couldn't get anything? Yeah, 3 hits in your home opener?
Yeah, team only had 3 hits, and that's not good. I mean, it was a little colder when the game at 2:00. So the game started at 4. At 2:00, it was 70 degrees in downtown Cleveland. And at first pitch, it was 44 degrees. That's a huge temperature drop, but it's okay. Early on, we understand there's going to be some tough losses. Here's another one.
Wait, did you say we played the Royals?
We played the Royals.
I don't know if you said that or not.
So our home opener was against the Royals, and man, oh man, did they look good. I'm still getting used to Carlos Santana in a Royals uniform.
The Royals did, you're saying?
Yes, they look good. I mean,
they did. Hey, Santana got a standing O.
That's awesome. Hats off to Cleveland, man. Absolutely.
It's going to be hard not talking about Slam Tana this year.
Yeah, well, maybe he gets traded back to Cleveland. I don't know.
Oh, my goodness.
Miracles do happen, Beast Bills. So then we go to today. The game just ended about a half an hour before we decided to record this. The Indians, or should I say Jose Ramirez, beats the Royals 4-2. Jose provides all the offense. He hits 2 2-run home runs for all the offense. It was him against the Royals. I can't believe that.
Yeah, I know what I like about this game.
What's that?
Is that this is the second game already in the short season so far that we scored late and won the game.
Yeah.
It was that we were up 2-1 because of Jose. Bieber was pitching great, and then he gave up a couple of hits. Karinchak came in, then gave up a single, and it tied the game, but then he got out of it. But then Jose, in the bottom of the 8th, another homer, gave us that lead, and that was it. That was the game.
Yeah, it was a fantastic. I mean, and not to say Shane Bieber was perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but man, oh man, he went 6 1/3, 3 hits, 2 runs, 4 walks, which is very uncharacteristic of Bieber. But he had 12 Ks. He did give up a solo. He did give up a solo home run to Salvador Perez, but 12 Ks.
Again, another 12 Ks.
24 Ks.
Woo-wee.
In 2 starts.
Speaking of Ks, Clase. Yeah. That dude brings the heat. Did you see Mandy Bell put something out before this game, like a day or so ago, about how many pitches he had that were over 100 miles an hour. And I think he only needed 4 more pitches at that over 100, and it would have been the most pitches by an Indian staff combined since 2008 to present day. And I don't know what his numbers were today. They probably were high. I didn't see it since we recorded so soon after the game ended. But
Clase went. He got the win, so he went 1 inning, no hits, no runs, no walks. He struck out 2, and he looked good doing it. Nick Whitgren gets the save. I mean, we'll take it. We knew this was going to be a save by committee type.
But that's good for Whitgren to bounce back like that. A flawless, 9th inning. So that's all we can ask for right now.
So I just got another stat, Brent. Clase threw 15 pitches.
Okay.
Of those 15, 10 were strikes.
Wow.
8 of which were over 100 miles an hour.
Oh, that's it. He did it. 2 games. He's pitched more 100-mile-an-hour pitches than any Indian since 2008.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
Or combined. All of them combined.
The Indians, obviously a rough offensive day, but Jose Ramirez, the savior, the MVP, leads the team to victory. Now the team is 2-3. We're a game and a half out of first place. Detroit comes to town on Friday. I'm pretty excited, B-Spills. I mean, 5 games in, I'd like them to be 5-0, but the offense has to come alive.
Yeah, I mean, I'm comforted in the sense that this is such a long season, and you've already seen that this pitching is where we were hoping it would be to start the season.
Yep, the offense just kind of has to do their part, right?
Let's hope Tito's teams are always second half of the year teams, but let's see if they can heat up a little early, maybe get some more runs on the board, at least give some of these pitchers some support.
And but I will say for the home games, B-Spills, they had 10,000 fans. They had the most they could have, and they were loud for the home opener, and for today's game they were loud. Even though it was a Wednesday afternoon 1:10 game, they were still pretty loud. So that's awesome.
That is awesome.
Fans
I know
are back.
They're hoping to get more in by the end of the season, or as the season progresses, to let more fans in. Yep. But hey, something I know we're about to wrap up here, make it a kind of a quick episode. Is have you seen the start of my boy Tyler Naquin in Cincinnati? You see?
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I was hoping we would not talk about this, but I saw the stat. I actually texted you last night. Tyler Naquin now has 4 home runs and 13 RBIs on the season. Last night had 2 home runs and 7 RBIs, hitting leadoff for the Cincinnati Reds.
Mike Trout, who?
Oh, what? Oh, my goodness.
He's coming for him. Tyler Naquin is coming for Trout. Okay, I'm just kidding. But
Tyler Naquin, change of scenery is doing him good.
Let's see how long it holds up.
Yeah, let's see.
But man.
Talk to me come July. We'll see where he's at, okay?
Yeah.
And if he's still doing good, I will help you write the petition.
To get him back?
To get him back. Yes, I will help you jot the letter to send to Cleveland to get him back, okay? Awesome. Before the trade deadline.
Oh, that's good stuff, man. Just want to get that in there real quick. But
I know. Take your dig. I get it.
Hey, the season started. Baseball's here. We got something to actually talk about. You know what I mean? We'll be getting into some other things here whenever we record next. But Mike, it's always good talking with you, and I'm excited to see what this next week brings with Indians.
Absolutely. B-Spills, thanks for recording while on vacation. I appreciate it. Get back to that family. Get back to the beautiful southern weather that you have.
Yeah, the nice Smoky Mountains, man. They are beautiful down here.
Now that's fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you next time here on a Swinging a Tribe MLB podcast.
See ya.
Good night. With so much Cleveland pride, who's talking baseball? Talking Tribe. We're talking baseball. Talking Tribe. Nobody plays harder than the Tribe. We've got the players. These guys are really hot. We've got a future.
Hey everybody, it's Sam Amico from Cavs on the Break NBA podcast. Be sure to give us a listen for all your Cleveland Cavaliers recaps, analysis, breakdowns, draft talk, free agency. The list goes on and on. Give us a listen. Cavs on the Break NBA podcast.
You've been pining, you've been waiting for Rega and Rhoda to get back together. We got you. Press Play Podcast. We're ready to go. We're going to have our podcast with everything that you want. Browns, Cavaliers, Indians, Ohio State, the national scene. Kenny Rhoda, Michael Regai back together again. Make sure you keep your ears open. It's happening right here on Press Play Podcast. See you then.